So in environment lesson of our 10th class children, we have one question. In environment lesson, we have one question, children. What is the question? What are the characters of flow of energy between various components of the environment? What are the characters of flow of energy? So children, what are the properties of flow of energy in the ecosystem? What are the properties of flow of energy? Children, we know that flow of energy is unidirectional and 10% law, all those things. So what are the properties? I will discuss some for 5-6 properties here. What are the properties of flow of energy? The green plants in terrestrial ecosystem will be there, no children. They will capture energy, and only 1% of their energy that sunlight falls on their leaves and convert it into food energy. Okay children, right? The green plants in terrestrial ecosystem capture about 1% of energy of sunlight that falls on their leaves and convert into food energy. Plants use only 1% of solar energy. I'll explain children. I'll explain, don't worry. I'll explain. Plants use only 1% of solar energy. This is the first property of flow of energy. Okay, so from the sun only 1% of solar energy are used by producers. Okay, only 1%. Actually, in the food chain we have discussed it is 10% law, but sun to plants is 1%. Remaining everywhere is 10%. Okay, so next one, when green plants are eaten by primary consumers, okay, 10% of energy is lost. So next is 10% law, means at each level of food chain 10% of energy only is going to next level, only 10%, remaining 90% they will use children. Next is herbivores, next is omnivores, next is carnivores. Okay, so from producers to herbivores only 10% of energy will go. From herbivores to omnivores only 10% of energy will go. From omnivores to carnivores only 10% of energy will go. I'll explain one numerical also, just so second one is the 10% law. Third one, okay, so 10% can be taken as the average value of amount of organic matter that is present at each step and reaches the next level of food chain. So 10% law, 10% is going, so 10% of energy is only present at each level, okay, of food chain. Next one children, since little energy is available for the next level of consumers, food chain generally consists of only 3 or 4 steps. Okay children, since very little energy is there, very little energy is available, okay, food chain consists of 3 or 4 steps, sometimes 5 steps, decomposers also we can add, no problem. 3 or 4 steps. The loss of energy at each step is so great that very little usable energy remains after 4 trophic levels, because little energy is available, at each step, only 3 or 4 levels will be there in the food chain. How much is the loss of energy children at each level? How much is the loss of energy? 90% is loss of
90%.
energy. Only 10 loss of energy means they are using for their metabolic activities. 10% only they are giving to next level. Since the energy keeps on decreasing, the food chain cannot be the more number of levels children. Okay, next, there is generally a greater number of individuals at the lower trophic level, the greatest number at the producers. So producers will be greater in number. Producer is greater in number. Why children? Can anyone say? Because energy is highest at this level. Energy is highest at this level. More energy is present, that's why producers are more in number, because directly they are only preparing energy. Remaining all animals directly or indirectly prepare, depending on plants only, that's why they are decreasing. But producers are highest in number. Producers are highest in number children, okay. And so producers are highest, and last level is least children. Last level is least. That's why if you draw a ecosystem also, food chain, it will be like a pyramid children. Down producers will come, up carnivores will come. Carnivores are less in number because energy keeps on decreasing. Okay, the length and complexity of food chain vary greatly. Each organism is generally eaten by 2 or more other kinds of organisms, which in turn are eaten by several other organisms. So instead of straight line food chain, relationship can be shown as series of branching called food web. So food chains are the interlinked food chains are called as food web. The interlinked food chains are called food web. So what are the properties of flow of energy between various components is this, and here we can also add one more point children. What is that one more point? The flow of energy is unidirectional. It will not come back. The flow of energy is unidirectional. Okay, and energy keeps on decreasing. Energy keeps on decreasing. Energy keeps on decreasing, whereas biomagnification increases but energy keeps on decreasing. These are the properties of flow of energy. So in the ecosystem, children, this is in the food chain. This is the properties of flow of energy in the food chain. So what are the properties? Plants use only 1%, 10% is loss, is 10% is going to next energy. That's because energy present is very less. 3 to 4 levels are only present. Loss of energy is 90%. Producers are greater in number and high carnivores are less in number. Food chain, interlinked food chains is called as food web, and they are unidirectional and energy keeps on decreasing. Okay, children, we'll do a small numerical also on this, children. Food on 10% law, we'll do a small numerical also, so that you will have clear understanding, please. Okay, on 10% law. What is 10% law? Okay, children, what is 10% law? Okay,